Crisis continues to spread across many parts of the country. Zero-emission vehicles, also known as electric vehicles, are gaining popularity in the transport sector, now slowly creating a unique imprint in the safari, taxi, two-wheeler and public transport spaces simultaneously. Now, could they be the long-term solution to the current fuel crisis? This is electricity on wheels. Take a look.
Let's put the charger into the charging system.
Zero-emission vehicles, commonly known as electric vehicles, are not a foreign concept in the Kenyan market. Although fairly new, the combustion-free vehicles are slowly penetrating the transport sector, promising to be the future of sustainable public and private transport solutions. Embo River Camp at the Maasai Mara National Reserve is among the few camps across the country that has fully adopted a complete fleet of electric safari vehicles. William Ole Sentiani, one of the Ecologist's co-founder, tells me the move to transform their diesel Land Cruisers to electric safari vehicles came from their desire to not only revolutionize safari experience, but also to conserve the environment.
We wanted to have a car that is silent, a car that you could be able to approach the animals without making noise. And also we wanted to cut away the fume, the CO2 that vehicles create. And we looked into how are we going to do with that, and the old car that we have, which is a 79 Land Cruiser model.
According to him, an electric car model showcased in a UN conference and broadcasted on TV inspired their current model.
We saw the car in Nairobi. There was this UN meeting where they took the car for showcasing, what they converted and what they were doing to the UN. And we saw that on the news. So in fact, my partner, Loic, saw that on the news. And he called me I saw this car and these guys are in Nairobi and they could be the right people to convert our Land Cruisers. So we approached them and they actually did exactly what we wanted them to do. The conversion was done. We kept some few things from the old system. And one of the things that we kept was the radiator, the 12-volt system.
The transformation that takes about 10 to 14 days gives new life to old diesel vehicles by replacing the normal car engines with electric motors.
So over here, this is where the engine was. And the engine had been taken away and is being compensated with the electrical system. And on this box, we have two compartments. The lower compartment here is where the batteries are, and then this is where the BMSs are, or the battery management system, and then on top here is the controller. So this is what makes the electric component for this car right here. So now we are in an electric vehicle, and I'm going to put it on, and so now it's on. And
the transformation cost of one safari vehicle is a little over 4 million Kenyan shillings. However, the investment pays off in the end.
The maintenance is quite smooth, and thanks to this company, OPBus, because they're the one converted the car and they're the one maintaining the car. And up to now, almost 3 years since we actually did this, they're still with us maintaining the cars. And looking into daily issues and solving all the issues. And with the cost, it's a bit expensive when you start, but again, it'll save you with a lot, save you with fuel, all the engine oils and everything. So converting one, actually, you could be able to offset the issues within 2.5 to 3 years. You'll be able to offset the expenses.
Apart from saving heavily on fuel, many camps in Kenya are now choosing to go electric because of the silent safari experience that comes with the use of electric vehicles.
In the wild and with animals, the sound is being associated with aggressiveness in most cases. Either you are not happy or you're trying to find someone lost, or you are a member of the group is lost. So like a line row is always keep off, this is my territory, or where are you as part of the family members. When you make a sound with the car, that sound always be interpreted differently by the animals. They interpret as aggressiveness. So either I run or I face the sound. So with a number of time, you go there, you switch off the car. By the time you start again to move, an animal will be startled. They will look at the car or they will run away. And this is because that sound is associated with something else. And also with you as well, as a human being. Any sound, any excess sound always scares you. So this is exactly what the differences are between the electric and an electric vehicle. With an electric vehicle, you will be moving. There's no sound. They see you moving. Absolutely no sound to scare anyone. So with that, they actually give the animals calmness. They will be calm. The animals will be not having any issue with you being there and with you leaving. This is our Cabro charger. It's one of our fast charging system.
The electric mobility company installs charging system for their clients at strategic locations as the charging points remain the biggest challenge in electric car adoption in the country.
3 to 4 hours to start or to fill up from 0 to 100. And to charge it, you just unplug this, and then you just put the charger into the charging system. And that is it. Now you can hear the fans, the charging fans started. That's 98% charge now, and if you scroll, this will see the map where the car is, and if you scroll back this way, you'll be able to see the cells and how the cells were balanced. So with this, you'll be able to see all the cells that are in the car. And when I said cell, these are the small batteries that powers the car. They are lithium iron phosphate batteries, and these are very powerful small cells.
At the OPBus workshop in Nairobi, the plans to create a combustion-free transport sector is well on course. The electric mobility company that has already transformed electric safari vehicles for over 15 camps in Kenya has also delved into electric motorcycles and a 51-seater electric bus in a pilot program. Although the bus is yet to be tested commercially, it is a first of its kind in the public transport sector, even as more and more players announce their stake in the electric public transport sector.
So imagine an operator earning twice the amount of money that they were earning in a day. So you're earning 1,000 bob on a normal combustion vehicle. You go to electric and you're earning 2,000 shillings. It will definitely trickle down. The matatu industry will be much more sustainable, and many operators will be able to go home with much more than they used to before. The same with matatu operators, boda operators. Once you're talking about increasing the money that you're earning to twice, that means a better livelihood. That means better living conditions. That means you'll be able to live in a much better place. You'll be able to afford basic things in your life. So it becomes that, yes, the moment we move more towards more efficient and sustainable solutions, the more people will benefit and earn from.
However, the biggest challenge to electric vehicle use in Kenya remains to be accessibility to electric vehicle charging points.
The same convenience that combustion engines have with petrol stations is the same convenience that we are also pushing for with charging infrastructure. We've made a lot of progress in terms of our charging. We've come up with the new DC fast chargers that are able to charge a bus in 2 to 3 hours, which is a massive improvement. And so far we have so many permits. We have permits to operate on Thika Road, to start setting up charging infrastructure and things like that. And slowly, as more players come into the market, the more people will be able to have the same way with petrol stations. We talk about Total, Shell, all of these players in the market have created a market where it's convenient for a driver to always know they can get a petrol station nearby. And it's the same with what we are doing. The more players come into the market, the more likely it is that we'll create a charging infrastructure that can suit everyone.
In 2021, Kenya Power and Lighting Company announced plans to install electric vehicle charging points along major highways and malls across the country. The multi-billion project that aims to build a network of public electric vehicle charging points will play a big part in overcoming one of the biggest hurdles in the use of electric vehicles in the country. The electricity distributor joins Kenya Electricity Generating Company KenGen, which also announced its plans to invest in electric car charging system. The two giants hope to milk on the car charging points as a lucrative new stream of income. Further, to help encourage the adoption of electric vehicles, the government has reduced excise duty on the importation of electric cars from 20% to 10%. Even as Kenya joins the global push to promote the use of electric vehicles and reduce reliance on petrol and diesel, the high price of the vehicles, insufficient charging infrastructure, and energy storing batteries continue to be the biggest challenge in the adoption and growth of the electric vehicles industry. Zainab Mohammed, T47.